why you are not gonna get a McMansion in Venezuela. Today we discuss.
Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com.
Today we are gonna explain why most likely you won't are gonna get a McMansion here in Venezuela, and because I'm having a lot of information and a lot of inquiries and requirements, they are very unreal, mostly from internationals, regarding the kind of properties that you can get here in the country. First, I have to explain, yes, we have these dirt cheap prices, like in $20,000 a property, and even less actually, but most likely these properties are old, are tiny, are not well located, and many reasons why these properties are not desirable. Actually, you can get 20, 25, $30,000, you can get a decent property, let's say a two-bedroom apartment, a little bit old, that needs a little bit of renovation, but it's kind of good, well located, but it's very tricky to find, but can be done. However, if you're thinking on purchasing a very high-end property, a McMansion, a nice bachelor pad, or a finca, estate, that kind of stuff, a very luxury property, those properties are indeed expensive. And those properties can cost something around 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, $500,000, $1 million, $2 or $3 million, depending on the case. And yes, a property in Venezuela that can cost that, and actually there is a market for those particular properties. And what happens is, let's talk a little bit about history regarding the real estate here in Venezuela. Well, the top of the prices were on 2013, let's say, 2016. Remember, the prices in real estate are lagging compared to the economical situation. Well, what happened is that on 2018 dropped a lot. And since 2018, late 2018, on the nice areas, the nice markets, the nice properties, these particular properties increase a lot in price, in value, and right now there are not motivated sellers on those particular properties. So a very nice luxurious property is gonna cost a lot, and also you have to take into account there is no financing, no credit, not a mortgage market, especially for internationals. So if you want a nice property in Venezuela, you have to pay it straight up in cash. Also, if you see some listings we don't have in Venezuela, something like Zillow that you have in the United States, a nice website that has basically every property here in the country, we don't have that kind of listings. Usually there are more opacity regarding the prices, and that is not the government's fault. It's just the nature of the real estate market here in Venezuela. And you most likely, when you see an account on Instagram, that kind of stuff, they either put a dirt cheap price that usually for internationals is a very outdated property because they see it like 4 or 5 years after it was sold, or you see a very luxurious, very expensive property, and they say, why in Venezuela a property costs that much? Because indeed we have a market for that, and we have rich people here in the country. By the way, just to mention, this is not Africa. Well, in Africa there are rich people as well, but you can get the point. Anyways, what happens is the properties, usually the nice properties, are sold at a premium. So you have to know the market in order to negotiate the fair price of a property that you actually want or you're interested, in order to get a fair market value price. Also, regardless of the lack of credit of the Venezuelan market, there are a lot of private investing of Venezuelans that, according to some estimates, are 3 times Venezuelan GDP. So there's a lot of dry powder behind Venezuelans. I'm talking private Venezuelans. And when they see a very good property, a very good deal, a very good investment, they will fire very quickly, way before that sophisticated international gets the opportunity to do so. So many people internationally think that you can get a very luxurious property with just, let's say, $10,000, $20,000, a McMansion, and that's not gonna happen. Trust me, it's not gonna happen. If you want a very luxurious property that you see on TV, like you see, on social media, a very aspirational property, those particular properties start on over $100,000. And afterwards, I'm talking a luxurious, a very big, beautiful, luxurious piece of real estate, like a villa close to the water with a nice pool and that kind of stuff. Those properties can go even over $1 million overall, and probably more. And depends, of course, the quality and the appliances and how it was renovated recently. And that something about this is the last thing, that when you see a property that is very, very beautiful, luxurious, and you can tell that was recently been remodeled, I'm talking, a new kitchen, the floor is marble, and it's very minimalistic, this particular luxurious minimalistic trend and that kind of stuff. You can paint a picture. Well, those properties, usually, since they were remodeled recently, those properties are going to cost a premium of market value, and there is a market for these particular properties, and they're going to be very expensive, because also depends on the particular area on which particular property is located. So a luxurious property recently renovated on a nice market is a very luxurious and aspirational property. Those, the three whammies that you have here, those particular properties have a huge market, of course, depending on the price and that kind of stuff. But trust me, wealthy Venezuelans and some wealthy internationals as well, they have access in order to invest in such properties. And that's why these particular properties can cost several hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, a few million.
Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again, and have a nice day.